Boom, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're calling in from. Hey, I'm Bart, and welcome to Hump Day. Rudy may be joining us. He has been tied up with some meetings and some training, so we'll see whether or not he makes it on the show with us today. But I want to welcome all of you. And, it is Hump Day, and which brings to mind, what uphill challenges do you have? And there's all kinds of things out there that we're met with on a daily basis. And so this morning when I woke up, there was a great post that was out on the Facebook feed, and it came from Miss Jackie Pippins and Mr. Ronell Sylvester, who are two of our leaders here in the organization. And it asked the question, what is a scam? And so I started thinking about that, and I read through the post. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about today is, what are scams that are out there that we just take for granted? Yesterday, it really hit me that this was so powerfully out there this morning. Yesterday, I reached out to a friend of mine who I've known for a while and said, I'm going to be up in New York this weekend. Love to see you. Love to chat with you a little bit. And he said, oh, shucks, I'm not going to be there. And so I offered him an ibüümerang. And his comeback immediately was, I'm not interested in a pyramid scheme. And I'm like, okay, this is not a pyramid scheme. I'm giving you something free. And, this is just something free that we have. Try our technology. Love to get your input on it. And his response was, I'm good. In my book, that was a scam because he left money on the table. We don't sell anything here at ibüümerang. We give away our technology and our product, and we guarantee to save people money. But there's this vision out there and this thought out there that if something is too good to be true, it's got to be a scam. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Hey, Monica, and hey, Kelly, welcome to the show. So what is a scam? And Jackie listed several things that just want to share with you, and then some things that came to my mind as to what is a scam. She said a scam is being left with $30,000 in student loans when higher learning is supposed to be the path to success. And we hear about the number of people that are out there with student loans, and it's really crippling them. So that's something we just accept as a way of life, that this is just going to happen. Another one she put out there, a scam is paying $150 for a pair of shoes that cost $4 to make. Think about that. Think about all the things that we buy because we have to have it, but yet the profit margin that is part of all of that. Another one, working for a CEO that makes $15,000 an hour, but pays his employees less than $15 an hour. And we see this happening all the time. There is a real difference between income levels of people, but we accept that as being okay. But when we hear something that is free and it's guaranteed to save you money, and the only way we make money is when someone saves money, that's a scam. It's a mentality thing. It's the way in which we look at things. Here's another one for you I thought of. An $8 bucket of popcorn at the movies. If you went to the dollar store and bought $8 worth of popcorn at the dollar store to pop, you're probably popping until this time next year. But we think nothing of paying $8 at the movies for a bucket of popcorn. People that are joining us, hey, Peggy, put in the chat, what are some scams that you're thinking about right now that's out there? There's all kinds of scams that are out there. A soda that is $4 or $5. When it costs practically nothing to have the soda come through the fountain. I mean, you just think about these things. What are some of the scams that are out there? She gave us two acronyms that I thought were really cool. One is a scam is being poor, P-O-O-R. And that is an acronym for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Let me repeat that. Poor, P-O-O-R. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. And in that case, poor is not always something that defines you by money, but poor could also be judgment too. You poor judgment. You pass over opportunities repeatedly. We've talked many times here about that narrow lane that people seem to drive in. And they never want to get out of that lane, but they always wonder why they can't get different results. Well, as long as you stay in that narrow lane, you're going to keep those same results. The other one that she put out here is SCAM. SCAM is an acronym for still confused about money. The only way to really get ahead in anything is to take it upon yourself to make it a point to get ahead. We've talked about the book, the Four Agreements, so many times in the Four Agreements there. I love the ending of this because it talks about, for me, it's a scam that we place on ourselves, okay? It says, but there is really no reason to suffer. No reason to suffer. The only reason you suffer is because you choose to suffer. If you look at your life, you will find many excuses to suffer, but a good reason to suffer you will not find. The same is true for happiness. The only reason you are happy is because you choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice, and so is suffering. And so I read that and I thought about that and thought about the whole topic of scams. And when we choose to suffer, we're running a scam on ourselves. Yeah, we like to give pity parties. Sometimes it makes you feel good. Some people turn to overeating or to ice cream or to liquor or whatever they can come in with to feed that suffering that they have. But all in all, it's just a scam that we run on ourselves. Kelly's got a great one here. She says, putting stuff on sale, then only having 2 items available. Man, is that ever true? Remember when the Black Friday days used to happen and it was really truly, you got up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get there by 3 to get that sale for Black Friday, and they only had 2 or 3 things out there, but they got you in the door? It's different now. Black Friday's already started for some of the big box stores, but that's so true. You know, putting something on sale and then having only 2 items. I was in Costco this past week and a guy came in to buy something, and I don't remember really what it was. It was like $125. It was some type of a personal item, like a special shaver or something that he bought. And it was going on sale for $50 off. But he had to wait 3 more days to get that $50 off because the advertisement came out early. He saw it. He came into Costco to buy it. And the guy was very nice. Said, you know what, if you want, you can go ahead and pay for this, come back in 3 days, and they'll credit you the $50. And it's, you know, that's just marketing. But then I got thinking about that too, and thinking about today's topic. You know, why not just be upfront with this is what we're going to do and have it that way? That's what we do here at ibüümerang. We tell you up front, you know, we're not going to make any money unless you save money, and we're not going to charge you a thing for our technology. We're going to give it to you. And on top of that, we're also going to say when you activate that, we're going to provide a meal of nourishment to a starving child. Many people see that and say, where's the catch? The only catch is that you don't take advantage of it. That's the only catch. Hey, Charles, boom, back to you as well. That's the only catch. So I really have been wanting for some time to share with you some of the things that really empower me, that I think about, man, I got to keep going. I've been told that this may not work or that may not work, but got to keep going. In the back of my book that I wrote, it's called Never Give Up, and it's part of Dr. Willie Jolly's quote in his teaching that a setback is merely a setup for a comeback. And what I've got here are things that you may not realize that's how they got started, or some things that people were told. But they kept going and they got through it and they never gave up. And they did not accept the fact that what someone told them may have been a scam. They believed in what they were doing. Here's one for you. Did you know that American Express started in 1850? Do you know why American Express got started? because the mail delivery system was slow. And American Express was founded to deliver mail quickly coast to coast, and they used horses. Did you ever know that? That's how American Express got started. Avon. David McConnell was a book salesman who gave away perfume samples to the ladies who bought his books. Realizing how much they enjoyed the perfume, he changed his focus and started hiring female sales reps. And the rest is history. Do you know that the Beatles, the music group, the Beatles, the Fab Four, were rejected by many record labels? They were told that guitar groups are on their way out and they have no future in show business. How about that one? Do you know that Charles Schulz cartoons were rejected by his high school yearbook staff and was later rejected to work with Walt Disney? Charles Schulz, the creator of Peanuts. Most of you know this one. Colonel Sanders started his dream at the age of 65. He received a Social Security check for only $105 and was mad. Instead of complaining, he did something about it. 1,009 no's before he found an investor, and it became Kentucky Fried Chicken. Goes on and on. Did you know that Harrison Ford was a carpenter working at a studio when George Lucas noticed him from a small role in American Graffiti? In his first film, he was told by movie execs that he simply didn't have what it takes to be a star. Not wavering, he knew the force was with him. Do you know that Lucille Ball was widely regarded as a B movie star? Her drama instructors didn't feel she could make it, telling her to try another profession. Lucille Ball, the icon of all icons when it comes to comedy, and the person that revolutionized television, being the first female owner of a major company. Mark Cuban's parents wanted him to have a normal job. He tried carpentry, but hated it, was a terrible short order cook, and waited tables but couldn't open a bottle of wine. Failures never stopped him. Mark Cuban, entrepreneur, owner of the Dallas Mavericks. You see him on Shark Tank. It's really amazing what you find here. Do you know that? And this one I love, and this is somebody that I just truly admire. Nelson Mandela. You know his story. Spent 27 years in prison. Tragically lost 2 sons. Many people considered him a terrorist, but being a persistent person, he harmonized a country and impacted a world. He was president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela. We've talked about Oprah Winfrey being told that she was unfit for TV. Here's one. This guy was told by a casting director after his first audition, why don't you stop wasting people's time and go out and become a dishwasher or something? This gentleman went on to win an Oscar and become one of the most respected actors in show business, and also a member of Kennedy Center Honors. Who is that person? Sidney Poitier. Starbucks. Howard Schultz, the owner of Starbucks, was turned down by banks 242 times before he found a bank that will loan him the money to start what is now Starbucks. It just goes on and on about what we have and what we can do and create. Last one here. Tom Landry, the iconic coach of the Dallas Cowboys, won no games his first season and won 5 or fewer over the next 4, but went on to become one of the winningest coaches in NFL history and was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. So, it's just a matter of putting your mindset out there to say, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to achieve. As Jackie puts here, a real scam is the naysayers who always judge without knowing, because ignorance is bliss. Make no judgments. Make no assumptions. You never know what the next page you're going to turn is going to provide for you. We hear so many times that network marketing is a scam. Holton Buggs, our CEO, will tell you that network marketing is not an industry. And a lot of people will tell you it is a scamic industry. It's not an industry. Network marketing is a delivery system. It's not any different than the junk mail you get that invite you out to an open house, or this new dental office is showing up, or come to our restaurant and save $10 if you buy $30 or $40 or more. It is a delivery system. That's all network marketing is. But you look at the person who's inviting you, the person who's talking to you, the person who's saying, hey, I'm doing this. It's about a belief in that person. And if you don't believe in yourself, then what is there left to believe in with it? The quote in my book that I love, and it's right at the very beginning, and it comes from a good friend, Benji Swimmer. And Benji won the second season of So You Think You Can Dance and went on to become quite an entrepreneur himself and quite an entertainer. And Benji says, this is the dedication in my book, it says, every morning you have two choices. You can continue to sleep with your dreams, or you can wake up and chase them. And that's what we got to do, friends. We got to wake up and chase our dreams. If you just keep dreaming about it, that's all it's going to be, is a dream, until you take action and start chasing them. And what a better day to start chasing them than today, Hump Day. We know what tomorrow is. Yes, Halloween. Tomorrow is the end of the month. You work through the month, not through the month. You work through the month, and come November 1, you keep going and you keep going. If you're in the St. Louis area tonight, we have got an amazing opportunity for you. 7:30, Hilton Frontenac, Mr. Spencer Iverson and Mr. Jonathan Green are going to be here. Two of our executive team members, two diamonds in our organization. Whether you're looking to get involved in ibüümerang or not, come out, because what these gentlemen will share with you tonight is truly inspirational, truly life-changing. I love both these men. They're really the real deal and really about what we're all about here. Rudy, hope you're having a great Wednesday. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much. Rhonda, thank you for chiming in as well. And if you're in St. Louis, I'll see you tonight at Hilton Frontenac. If you're in New York, Charles, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Until then, boom, everybody. Have a great Wednesday.